Set the record straight on this particular plan, why it's different, not spending any extra money. Explain exactly what this 6-point plan does.
First of all, it focuses small businesses. It streamlines state spending. We believe we can reduce about $150 million out of the state spend currently right now. It focuses on those programs that work as opposed to those that don't work. And if you're not working, we need to fix it. If you are working, we need to do more with that activity. It really spends a lot of time and effort around infrastructure. We have a very crumbling, very difficult highway system. Roads, bridges, highways are crumbling in Pennsylvania. Our water and sewer systems are crumbling. Our gas lines are crumbling. We've had some tragedies as a result of that. It focuses on ways to try to invest in those particular areas. And it also deals with clean energy and innovation, making Pennsylvania, who's already in the leadership in that area, really driving further. We definitely have to do more around clean energy. Our dependency upon fossil fuels is, as you see the prices start to rise, and our oil costs, all our fossil fuel costs are starting to go up, and that economic is not sustainable.
And tell me about, you talk about infrastructure, you talk about green technology. Pennsylvania could really be a leader. We could really take a page out of the national playbook.
Absolutely. Well, the president has asked that all of us really kind of be thinking about our education and our educated workforce, have been thinking about really rebuilding our infrastructure of the country, but also being extremely innovative, and especially innovative around the areas of clean and green technologies. There's certain pockets in Pennsylvania, and there's a lot of excitement happening here in Scranton, but there are pockets all across the state where a lot of wonderful activities going on that really is pushing Pennsylvania forward. We need more investment in that area to really take us to the next level. We're competing not just state to state. This is an international competition. There are other countries around the world who are investing huge amounts of money in terms of green and clean technologies. We need to do the same here in Pennsylvania.
And we need to help those businesses, small businesses.
Absolutely. That's where the innovation is really occurring. The government spend is really kind of like an incubating kind of spend. It really drives folks together, has the capacity to bring businesses and our higher education institutions together, and really good thinking together. But it's really those small businesses that do the bulk of the hiring, and they really can take off from that injection of a few dollars and trying to really bring folks together.
Last question. You talked about hiring, and that's the number one component. Like, this plan is about one thing, right? I mean,
it's about jobs. It's about jobs, about putting people to work. We just heard from an entrepreneur here, a business owner here, in our last presentation that we had, and he said, "Look, this is great stuff. We've done some of this in the last month. I've had to bring on 5 new people." There's growth that's occurring in other larger sectors, larger business components here in the Scranton area. Companies that started 8 years ago, hiring about 100 people, is now up to 900 people. In the next year or so, it's projecting to add another 450 people. If we make sure that we support them in the right way and clear out the red tape and do the appropriate infrastructure investment, they'll ramp their stuff. That's another 450 people. So in less than a decade, from 100 to 1,300 people, that's a great story. We need to keep that kind of stuff going on.